the weather team you can trust. Here's Chief Meteorologist Eric Snyder.
I just want to point out here, you may remember we went into our winter with drought conditions, potent drought conditions across a lot of western New York. And now here we are wondering if it's ever going to stop raining. It is pouring again pretty much everywhere. This is just a matter of, is it light rain? Is it moderate rain? Is it heavy rain? For everybody, it's rain that will start to back off eventually later on tonight. You know the way this works. The faucet doesn't just turn off very often. It lightens up, it becomes more scattered, and then eventually it finally starts to taper off. It'll do that as we approach midnight and beyond. Air temperatures dropping even more through the 40s. We're already there right now at 49 at the airport as of this hour. Satellite and radar. Things are starting to fill back in with some brighter echoes again. You heard me mention before, I do think some of our heaviest rain out of this whole thing is going to be roughly now through the next couple of hours. Moderate to locally heavy rain building back into the area, especially on the west side and on the south side. Farther off to the east, and this is where, by the way, I think some of the heaviest rain, when this is all said and done, is ultimately going to fall. Really curious what the total at the Syracuse area is going to be. They are still pouring, and then they get to go through this entire additional wave of redevelopment here. They're going to probably be well over an inch when this is all said and done. I'm not sure Rochester quite gets there, but the overall notion, the farther east you go, the heavier the totals will be. We'll know there's a back edge of that rainfall. It's made it past Erie. It hasn't quite made it past Buffalo, but it's getting closer. There is light at the end of this tunnel. I mean that only figuratively. By the time it stops raining, it's going to be dark outside, but you know where this goes. We do start to dry out from here. As we head into our Thursday, there could still be a random rain shower out there, especially into the afternoon. That'll be both a Thursday and a Friday affair. Otherwise, many of you are just completely dry. And I know there's going to be a lot of people very thankful for the ground to get another chance to dry out. Highs tomorrow will struggle to get much better than the low 50s. It will be chilly into Friday morning. It will struggle to get out of the low 50s again going into Friday afternoon. And then Saturday morning in particular, that's where these numbers are at their lowest. We will have to pay attention to some frost and freeze concerns out of that. Forecast rainfall, this will be when it's all said and done. As we figured would be the case, folks on the east side get the lion's share out of this, lower amounts farther off to the west. Now, get to wait and see what the almanac says out of this when everything is done by midnight tonight. Already we're about to make this switch here. We've picked up a little over 1/4 of an inch at the airport so far on the day, which means this is now our wettest stretch from March through April in Rochester in 153 years, bested only by a similar stretch in 1873. Limited frost into Friday morning. Probably the better chance here for some frost and freeze issues by Saturday morning. And I think Sunday is going to be part of that equation here too. By Monday, it goes back to 64, a couple of showers around, even more rain into the middle part of next week. Spring just wants to spring here with the wet weather, doesn't it?